to see you, gentlemen and ladies.
Yes.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yes.
There we go. Are you okay there? You settled? Right, okay. It is going to be your responsibility, not yours, boss. It's going to be the responsibility of the person asking the question to turn their mutes off, please, if we go on that normal basis. I've got the raised hands, and those of you who haven't managed to work that out have been in touch with me separately, so we're all good. So, Aidan McGee from Sky Sports News to kick us off with this press conference. Aidan?
Yeah, thanks very much indeed, Matt. Congratulations, first of all. Jurgen, just your reaction, your initial thoughts to ending that 30-year wait for a league title and your first Premier League as Liverpool manager.
I'm happy, really happy, relieved. Last night I was overwhelmed, obviously, but it's a very, very good moment in my life, and it's a mix of all. It's a mix of all. It's what shows me I'm not 100% sure about myself. So it just shows me it's a really big achievement. I know that, and it was an incredible ride to get here. What the boys did in the time since I'm in is just exceptional, and I'm so happy for them that we could do that.
Okay, Will Perry, PLP. Will, you're on. Okay, he seems to have frozen. I presume that's a problem out. Will, are you back with us?
Yeah, back here. Sorry, the internet's just coming in and out. Sorry about that, Jurgen. Many congratulations. Look, I know you don't like to talk about yourself, but what does it feel like, Jurgen, to bring so much joy to generations of Liverpool fans who look just like Paisley, just like Shankly? They idolise you now.
I think the people had a really good, positive opinion about myself when I came in. So that was really nice and helped a lot because it gave us time to achieve the things we achieved in the past 2.5, 3 years. The people wanted to have their own history as well, like the players had to write their own history and stories, and so they were ready not to compare us anymore too much with all these great figures in this club. So that gave us time, and we used that time pretty well, and so it could happen. But it's normal, and that people are very positive about the manager of the team when you become champion. But and the people know as well that I know how much it means to us, and how important my coaches are. And without Pep, Pete, Vitor, John, Jack, Corny, Mona, Ray, Matt, Danielle, Julia, and all the others, it would not be possible, and that's the truth. And so I'm the face of it, but a lot of the work the others do. That's how it is.
Okay, brilliant. Thank you, Will. We'll go to Matt Critchley from Being.
Jurgen, congratulations once again. I remember speaking to you after you won the Champions League last year in Madrid, and you pointed out it was particularly special for your family because they'd been through some disappointments with you along the way. Of course, last night you spoke to some Liverpool legends, the likes of Kenny Dalglish and Graham Souness. I was wondering which message personally that you've received over the past, 14 or 15 hours has meant the most to you.
I called my family, I think 10 seconds before the final whistle. So we had a FaceTime call. I told them I love them. They told me they love me. We cannot be together. That's not nice, but that's how it is. And then I put the phone on the table and said, leave it on, because in obviously 4 or 5 seconds something special can happen. They watched the game, they knew it obviously. So that was a really nice moment, to be honest. It was a really nice moment, which I enjoyed a lot. But for all the messages, I don't want to compare it. They were all great. They were all full of appreciation, respect, love, whatever, support. And so I was happy. I cannot answer all of them. Maybe I should use this opportunity to say, sorry, I cannot answer all the messages I got. But I probably can read all of them. And that's what I will do in the next few days.
Okay, brilliant. Thank you. Listen, I'm going to go down in order. So James from TalkSport is next. And then after that, James Pearce and Carl Markham, if they can be ready. But James from TalkSport, please, if you can unmute and ask your question. James. Yeah.
many congratulations on winning the title. Have you had any doubts at all over this 4.5-year period?
Not doubts, but I didn't know that it will happen because the other teams are just too good. So you can improve. You have to improve every year. We have to change things, to involve new things. That's how it is. The year is really long. The season is really long. So you need to be lucky in some moments, especially with injuries and all that stuff. So you never can be sure. I was never sure that it will happen, but I doubted it not. On the other side, on the other hand, I really knew we will become a really good football team, but others are pretty good as well. And that's what I really have to say. That, the consistency we showed makes all the difference. And it's incredible. We were good 4 years ago. We were really good 3 years ago. We were unbelievable good last year. The consistency we showed there was already incredible. And then smashing this record pretty much, at least until this point of the season, because so far we don't have the numbers, obviously the number of points from last season, is absolutely exceptional and second to none, I know, to be honest. That's really unbelievable, difficult to get there. And it's all about the boys' commitment, desire and understanding of the club's heart and soul. And that made it happen. And I'm thankfully part of this. That's good.
Brilliant. James Pearce, please. James, if you can ask your question.
Hi, Jurgen, congratulations. Jurgen, Steven Gerrard has said that this achievement puts you up there now in the same breath as Shankly, Paisley and Dalglish as icons of this club. He said they should be building a statue of you outside Anfield in your honour. I just wondered what you made of that.
Yeah, they all got that when they were already, I think so, not here anymore, right? Is it like this? So if people want to do it, but I want to live for still 30, 40 years. So I'm not interested in statues, honestly, for sure not a lifetime. I don't want to pass anything like that. So I'm the manager of this team and we won the league, so that people see this obviously pretty positive. I can imagine. I'm very positive about that as well, honestly, but we don't have to compare me with these iconic figures. If we can go through, I don't know how long Bill Shankly exactly was in the club, but what he did, where he picked the club from, where the club was in the second division, stuff like this. And then Bob Orlett was his assistant and took over and won pretty much everything. And Kenny Dalglish played for this club, became the manager, player manager, was immediately successful as a manager, which is incredible. So there is, from my point of view, no comparison possible. I'm here since 4.5 years, came from Germany over here, tried to do my job, love the city, love the club. Yes, that's true, but there's no comparison possible and especially not needed.
Okay. Next three questions. Order Carl, Malcolm, if you can, and then we'll go Mike Hughes and Rob Harris, if you can be ready, guys. But Carl now.
Hi, Jurgen. Congratulations. You've won the Champions League, the Club World Cup, and now the Premier League. So I guess the question is, what's next?
I don't know. What is next?
You're the boss.
No, it is. So the last 13 months around about were pretty special for us. That's true. That's absolutely true. And I would like to involve the year before as well, because it was just an incredible football time in my life, to be honest. Winning that amount of games, getting this amount of points is absolutely exceptional. And I didn't experience it before, honestly. I had good parts during my career, but not that good. And so I could be more thankful to be part of that. The consistency the boys really showed is so exceptional. I cannot describe it. And we will not stop. That's it. We will not stop. We really have to and will stay focused, because we see the opportunity, but will not stop doesn't mean that we will win everything. We just want to improve, because the other teams, they are really good already and will be better and stuff like this. And City is anyway absolutely exceptional. So I cannot promise that we win something, but I can promise that we try everything to improve. And I think, possible, because there are football parts we can improve. Of course, the consistency is difficult to improve. If we could keep that level of consistency, that would be already nice. We were really good, because even the games we lost were not bad. For example, when we lost last season at Man City, it was because of 11 millimeter or whatever. So it was not a bad game from us against a super team. Showing that consistent performing is possible, I would like to, because we get a super push usually by our supporters. We have every 2 weeks the best atmosphere in football, and we know how much it means to our people. So that gives us a boost as well. So we have a good situation. And meanwhile, we use our history instead of that we get held back by it and stuff like this. So it's in a good place. Obviously, that's why we are here, and we will make sure that we are still good from now on.
Thank you, Mike Hughes. If we can go to Mike Hughes.
Hi, Jurgen. Congratulations.
Thank you.
It was always said in the past that the secret of Liverpool's success under Shankly and Paisley and Fagan and Kenny Dalglish was having great players that worked hard. And we know the talent of the players that you have, this current group. But have you ever come across a group of players in your experience that work as hard as this group do?
Yes. So if you would ask my team at Mainz, they worked very hard as well. They were not as good, unfortunately, but they worked really hard. My team at Dortmund worked really hard as well. This group, it's the mix. Yes, we have a lot of really good players, world-class players actually. But other clubs have world-class players as well. The consistency comes from the mix with determination, with buying in the idea, with attitude, with character, personality. That makes the difference, and that makes what makes this group so special. They're all very confident. Meanwhile, of course, because we won some stuff, but they are still humble. And I think as long as we stay humble, we have a good chance to be successful in the future as well.
Okay, fantastic. Rob Harris, please, if you can turn yours off, Rob, and then I'm going to go to Juliet Farrington after that for one question. Rob.
Hey, Jurgen, congratulations. We've seen the video of you dancing. How late was it that you got to bed? And also, you've lived in Liverpool now 5 years. What do you think this means for the city of Liverpool, well, the red half, after it's waited so long to celebrate like this again?
You better ask the people. So that's better ask them what it means to them. I know that it means the world to them. It means the world to me. It's just exceptional. I was not sure if I was waiting for like 5 years, but since last year I'm waiting as well. But before that I was not really waiting. I just tried to be as successful as possible. So I can really imagine. I know. Meanwhile, so many people here in Liverpool and they tell me exactly how much it means to them. So I don't think I underestimate that. It's massive. It's massive. And what I really love is when you have a successful football club in your city, it always gives the city a lift. And I think at this time, all cities in the world can need a lift, but Liverpool as well. And I'm really happy about that. It's with this title is, as well as it is the sign of that we played a good season, is as well a sign for the future. There's some football you are looking forward to, and some atmospheres you are looking forward to, and we need that in this moment in time as well. So, yeah, I'm really happy for our people.
Okay, Juliet. Sorry, Rob. Juliet Farrington, and then we're going to go to Simon Evans and Richard Buxton. So, Juliet, can you ask your question, please?
Hey, Jurgen, congratulations again. I was just wondering, you spoke with such emotion last night, straight after the title was confirmed, but at what moment this season did you know you were going to, as Liverpool manager and Liverpool as a team, you were going to win the Premier League this season?
I'm 100% sure, but I think I had this, a little idea of it in the last weekend before the lockdown. I don't know who City played. We won against Bournemouth. City lost the next day. I think it was 25 points with City one game in hand. Sorry?
Manchester United.
Oh, they lost against Manchester United. Okay. And that was a moment when I thought, okay, it looks pretty good. But I don't need to know about it 100% in a moment. And then we had the world changed, obviously. And then we had 3.5 months in a lockdown, pretty much, and or 3 months in a lockdown, and that was of course obviously very difficult. I didn't think too much about it, honestly. But yeah, it was the only moment when I thought. Until then, look, you only have to ask yourself, what did you think after the Everton game, when City was playing like the stars from the sky, and we played against Everton, and then thought, there's still a chance. So there was a chance, and that's how it is. As long as it's not decided, you cannot celebrate it, and we didn't. We played the Crystal Palace game and made clear that we are still here as well, and then the rest is already history.
Thank you. Okay, Simon Evans, and then we'll go to Richard and Chris Bascom after that. So Simon, if you could turn your mute off.
Yeah, hi Jurgen, congratulations. I just want to go back to the end of last season. I was just looking at the league table now, just to remind myself it really was like that. You have one defeat all season, 97 points, and you finish second. There must have been a part of you thought, what can we do more than this? Is there anything more we can do when you've done so well and still finished second? And what did you do more? What was the difference there, do you think?
We didn't do more, we did again. I'm not sure it was possible to do more than we did last year. So now, like from a training intensity point of view or stuff like this, we were already squeezing everything out. So it helped massively that we won the Champions League in the end, because we didn't go out of that season with empty hands or with losing the league title, if you want. We left the season with a Champions League win. That was obviously massive, but and that helps as well from a confidence point of view. Makes you from the nearly man to a serial winner, whatever people are making of this kind of thing. But it's that was the situation. So we knew, and that's clear in this league. If you want to win the league, it's pretty much not allowed to lose any game. So because City is usually not losing football games. That's how it is. They've never stopped since Pep is there. They never stopped, and we will try that as well. We will try not to stop. We will try to improve. We will try to make things happen and make things special. This is now only a moment. Today we sit here and talk about it. Tomorrow we train, and then we prepare the City game. That's how it is. It's still a nice moment, but we have 7 games to go. And we want to play our best football in these games, and hopefully we can do that.
Brilliant. Richard Buxton, and then to Chris Bascom after that. Richard, if you could turn your mute off. There we go. Yep, Richard. Richard, can we hear? Are you there? Okay. I think we'll go to. Sorry, Richard, unless you're going to ask something. You're not coming through on our system, I'm afraid. Right, we'll try again after Chris. Chris, you've got your mute off. Are you okay to jump in, Chris?
Yeah, if you can hear me, yeah. Well done, Jurgen, very much. And just to pick up what you just said there about not stopping. I mean, it's been clear coming from the players as well as the moment that they're enjoying. They've been already thinking, and again, and it must be so reassuring for you that you have that within them as well. There's just that feeling of really pushing on from here and making this the start.
So look, I'm nothing without my coaches, and I'm even less without my players. So that's how it is, and we have a common idea, and we have a common dream. We have big dreams, and we always had them. That doesn't mean that we can fulfill them, but I think we should give them a proper try. That's what we did since we are here together, and not more, and it will never be less. And the more people dream, the more important and stronger it gets. And so, of course, without the players would buy in this kind of philosophy, if you want, I have no chance. So yes, we will not stop. That's what be able to show that on the pitch, obviously. And I think 2 games with a bit less here or there, all of you will tell us, yeah, that's not a Liverpool from last year or whatever. So I think it's okay to try that these questions will never come up, that we maybe show you that it's possible to do things like this even longer. Not only 1 year, not only 2 years, because if you really go into detail, then you see that we do that already since 3-4 years. We try to squeeze everything out. It didn't work out always, but the intensity level was never less. It was just not as successful. Now the mix-up is really good. The boys are in a good age group. The boys are more experienced, more confident, more convinced, all that stuff, and we should use that as long as we can. But we know that other teams are out there and want to do and will do maybe not exactly the same, but a lot to improve their situation. And that will be hard fights, but that's how the Premier League is. It's a hard fight every weekend or every 3 days. So, and the hard fight starts already for us. We have now 7 days off until we play Manchester City. After that, we play 6 of the 7 remaining games in I don't know exactly, 6 games, 18 days or so. So that means there's not a lot of time to think about anything else than about the game you play, and then after that, directly the next game. So that will be pretty intense. And we will see.
Okay, coming to the last couple now, guys, because I'm going to have to wrap it. Dave Maddock, you're next. Then I'll take one from Dom, but relatively briefly. We'll finish with you, Uta, and you can ask in German, and if the manager is prepared to, he can answer in German as well. So
I still speak German.
Oh, thank goodness. Go on then, Dave. Ask your question, please.
Jurgen, you've explained that you wanted everyone to be together last night to celebrate. You would have been aware that there would be some people who would criticise that because of the way that rival fans are, etc. But for you, it was so important, presumably, despite whether people said, oh, that you shouldn't be celebrating at this time or you shouldn't be together. I know you were in the bubble and I know all the reasons, but you understood. For you, that was the most important thing.
I was not involved in the planning, but I didn't say no, we cannot do it. So yes, I think we decided about that after the Crystal Palace game. So we were in the hotel already the night before. So after the Crystal Palace game, we were in the hotel there, slept there like we did after the Everton game for recovery reasons, stuff like this. Then we obviously played the game. We played the game, went to the hotel, and then we thought, okay, this is the only opportunity we have to watch it together. So in exactly the same circumstances, like we had breakfast at the day. And it was a barbecue, watching the football game, and then all the rest happened then. But that's true. I can understand that, but we are in a bubble. So that means we are all tested twice a week. No other person was in there. No kitchen staff from the hotel, nobody. It was only us who are now tested for 5 weeks, twice a week, and with no positive case so far. So that's it. If people want to criticize that, I that's my life. I have to take these kind of things always. But we thought it's okay to do so.
I just thought how important it was to.
We're taking one each. I'm really sorry. We're sticking to that rule. It's not fair if not. Dom, do you want to ask one, and then we're going to go to Usa? Thank you.
Hi, Jurgen. You talk about not stopping. There's 7 games to go. You have the potential to become the greatest statistical champions in history, more than 100 points. How big an objective is that for the final games to go down in history as the best?
The points are getting this kind of points tally sounds pretty nice to me, but not sure it's possible because of when I told you that 6 of the remaining 7 games we play in a very short period of time, means every 3 days. That's actually that we will have to make a lot of changes. We will really have to try. We need to be lucky. Hopefully we can make sure nobody gets injured, but we need to be lucky there. There's no time. If the first games one player gets injured, he cannot play the next 5 as well, for sure. Maybe the next 6 not. So that makes it really tricky for us, for all of us. And so that will be the most intense period. That was, by the way, the reason why I wanted what I did last night, that we win it last night and not on the pitch, wherever, just to make it done. We worked like 2.5 years on that, and I didn't want to wait any longer. That made it pretty special last night, because that will be our hardest work. And the opponents we have, first one City, then Aston Villa fighting for staying in the league. I think after that it could be Brighton, if I'm right, Burnley, Arsenal, Chelsea, Newcastle, kind of this. It's unbelievable. So they're all fighting either for European Champions League or staying in the league. So that will be really tough. So I don't see that in a moment, but of course we will try. So, and if we play again, like we played against Crystal Palace, we can give everybody a proper game, but we have to make sure that we can do that.
Thank you very much. And we're going to finish the press conference with Uta, because it's for Germany. I'm happy for you to have two questions in German, if that's okay, because I'm sure the other affiliates will pick it up. You're the only German speaker on the call, so fire away.
Thank you very much and herzlichen Glückwunsch Jürgen Klopp und an das ganze Team.
Danke.
Haben Sie gestern Abend eine neue Seite an sich kennengelernt, von der Sie noch überhaupt nichts ahnten?
Nö. Welche meinen Sie?
Emotional. Ich habe gesagt, Sie sind völlig überwältigt von all diesen Gefühlen, die Sie nicht erwartet haben.
War ich jetzt schon 1-2 Mal in meinem Leben. Ich hatte mich mal aus Mainz verabschiedet vor zig Jahren und konnte auch vor Trainerstieg der Stimme nicht sprechen. Das passiert nicht oft in meinem Leben, aber in speziellen Momenten kann es anscheinend passieren. Gestern Abend war so ein Moment. Normalerweise hätte ich nach dem Spiel auch gestern Abend eine kleine Ansprache an die Spieler gehalten, aber war absolut nicht möglich. Sobald ich bestimmte Dinge angesprochen habe, selbst wenn ich drüber nachgedacht habe, habe ich schon angefangen zu flennen. So ist nicht so cool, aber war halt so. Mittlerweile geht's wieder. Aber das ist keine neue Seite an mir, ist nur keine Seite, die häufig zum Vorschein kommt, sagen wir es mal so.
Und zweite Frage wäre, wie war der Moment, wir haben Sie alle aufspringen sehen im Video gestern, als der Schlusspfiff kam, aber was kam danach im Team?
Was kam davor, war erstmal für mich auch ganz schön, weil ich nämlich knappe 10, 15 Sekunden vorm Schlusspfiff habe dann auch ich gedacht, City wird es nicht mehr gewinnen, und habe dann meine Familie angerufen, FaceTime, habe allen gesagt, wie sehr ich sie liebe, und habe dann gesagt, so, und bleibt am Telefon, ich lege das Telefon jetzt auf den Tisch, dann seid ihr praktisch dabei. Und so war es dann auch. Und dann haben wir uns alle sehr gefreut. Es war hoch emotional, weil es einfach so wahnsinnig groß ist, was da passiert ist. Es ist für uns nicht normal, es wäre für niemand normal, es ist aber in diesem speziellen Fall und in diesem Club ganz besonders außerordentlich und groß. Und das ist mir gestern aufgefallen. Ich hätte nicht gedacht, dass es sich so groß anfühlt, wenn es eintritt. Aber es ist, ich habe zwar keine 30 Jahre gewartet, aber alle anderen mehr oder weniger. Und das haben wir schon auch gespürt. Und so die Last, die da von einem abgefallen ist, plus die Freude darüber, dass es geklappt hat, das war ein extremer Mix. Und nicht alle Bereiche meines Körpers waren offensichtlich bereit oder dafür bereit, damit richtig umzugehen.
Sorry, and we are actually going to finish. My apologies. Martha Kellner from Sky News, who I got a text from and haven't seen. So Martha, if you'd like to finish us off, if you can. There you are. I think you're parked outside. There we go.
Thanks, Matt, and hello, Jurgen. First of all, congratulations. Speaking to the people of this city, they seem to have an enormous fondness for you that goes beyond football. Do you feel a closeness with this city, and how do you explain that?
I feel very close to the city, even when I cannot go in the city. It's 4.5 years, or at least not a lot. We are. From the first day, it's obviously clicked with the people. The welcome for me was great. I knew about the expectations, but I felt immediately the people want to give us time. I love the way the way they see the life. I love the way they want to be different, are different, but are very special in a very good way, how they are really common. I love the Scouse soul. That's easy. I know, meanwhile, a lot of people, a lot of Scousers, if you want, and that's really good people. And we both come from a region where they speak a pretty strong and strange dialect. So where I'm coming from, nobody understands a word outside that. And that's what Scouse pretty similar. So we are really close, and that's good. So that's why we like being here. If I wouldn't like the people here, I would not stay here for 9 years or whatever. And that's what we obviously agreed on. And life for me is a lot of football, but I have there are other sides as well. And if you wouldn't feel comfortable with that, then we wouldn't be here. So it's a good package.
Guys, thank you very much for joining us. I don't know if you can say that, that'd be great. Thank you very much. Guys.
German possible?
Is that someone in German as well? Sorry, is that Sven?
Yeah, is that okay?
Yeah, you didn't use the hand raise system, Sven, so I didn't know you wanted
sorry.
to. Is this in German? Is this for Sky Deutschland?
ARD. ARD.
Yeah, ARD, sorry, yes, okay. Are you okay to?
Yeah.
Fire away then, Sven, sorry.
Herr Klopp, können Sie noch mal erzählen, warum dieser Erfolg besonderer ist als alles andere, was Sie bisher erreicht haben? Und wie oft kommen Ihre Glücksgefühlschübe? Alle 10 Sekunden oder immer, wenn Sie einen Fan sehen?
Erstmal, warum soll ich sagen, warum es so viel Besonderes ist als alles, was ich vorher erlebt habe? Ich mag das nicht, wenn ich immer irgendwie sagen soll, dass, wenn ich über Mainz kleiner reden soll oder Dortmund kleiner machen soll, also Champions League Erfolg mit Liverpool jetzt die Meisterschaft. Das ist jetzt in diesem Moment, fühlt sich unglaublich groß an, wie sich die anderen Dinge in dem jeweiligen Moment auch angefühlt haben, zum Glück. Es war ja nie so, dass wir so viel gewonnen haben in der Vergangenheit, dass ich nicht mehr wusste, wann war was, sondern es ist ja schon so, dass sie alle immer sehr speziell waren. Und das ist jetzt in diesem Moment auch der Fall. Hier, es ist sehr speziell. Aber weil die Leute hier natürlich so lange drauf gewartet haben, macht es noch spezieller. Weil die Situation ist, wie sie ist, macht es noch spezieller, weil es es noch schwieriger gemacht hat. Der Lockdown hatte die Situation nicht erleichtert für uns jetzt oder sonst was, sondern es ist natürlich für alle das Leben erschwert und für uns eben auch. Nur dann sowas dann trotzdem noch möglich zu machen, ist natürlich ganz besonders und gibt den Leuten natürlich auch, also ist einfach ein schönes Zeichen für die Zukunft, dass man sich auf was freuen kann auch wieder. Dass das, was jetzt ist, gerade für die Gegenwart toll, sich so zu fühlen, aber es ist für die Zukunft halt auch ganz schön, dass man da wieder weiterhin Teil von sein kann. Und das macht es wirklich sehr, sehr speziell in dem Moment.
Okay, thank you very much, guys. Thank you and stay safe. Bye-bye.
What are we doing?